Hello and welcome to my channel. In this video we will be looking at AQA AS Psychology 2018 Paper 2 Example Answers for Research Methods, which you need to know for AQA Alevel Psychology. I hope you enjoy this video and find it helpful. Let's get started. Please note that these answers have been produced with knowledge of the mark scheme but have not been approved by the mark scheme themselves. There are 3 assessment objectives, AOs, in psychology. In this video they are color-coded. AO1 Knowledge, purple. AO2 Application, blue. AO3 Evaluation, red and green. In AS there are 12 mark questions, instead of 16 mark questions. For the purpose of this video and to avoid confusion for Alevel, the 12 mark questions have been turned into 16 mark questions. A researcher was interested in the relationship between the number of hours a course was taught using a computer program and the satisfaction of the students on the course. As part of his research he conducted a pilot study as follows. A topic from a business studies course was divided into 10 equal 1-hour sessions. 11 students who were matched for their high level of interest in business studies took part in the study. All 11 students completed all 10 hours of the topic. They were taught either completely online, with a combination of online teaching and classroom teaching, or just in a classroom. Each student was allocated a letter, from A to K randomly. This determined the number of hours they studied online and the number of hours they studied in a classroom. The combinations are shown in Table 1 below. Table 1. The numbers of hours each student, labeled a K, studied the topic online and in a classroom with a teacher. Question 1. Explain why it was important to match the students on their high level of interest in business studies. 2 marks. It was important to match the students on their high level of interest in business studies because level of interest could affect their satisfaction scores and therefore needs to be controlled. Question 2. Suggest one other variable for which the researcher should have matched the students. Explain how this might have affected the satisfaction scores if it was not controlled. 2 marks. One other variable for which the researcher should have matched the students on is their prior knowledge of this business studies topic. This might have affected the satisfaction scores if it was not controlled, as the participants' satisfaction might have been affected by how well they understood the topic, and if they already have prior knowledge of business then it is more likely they will understand the topic and find it more satisfactory. Question 3. Outline one benefit of allocating the students randomly to the different numbers of online hours and classroom hours as seen in Table 1. 2 marks. One benefit of allocating the students randomly to the different numbers of online hours and classroom hours is that it eliminates researcher bias, as researchers cannot determine which participant has the most to least number of online hours. Question 4. The sample used in this pilot study was an opportunity sample. Briefly explain how using a stratified sample when the final study is conducted might be an improvement to the design. 3 marks. Using a stratified sample when the final study is conducted might be an improvement to the design because stratified sampling ensures each identified subgroup of the whole target population of possible participants is represented in the sample, so generalization of the results to the target population is more valid than if the participants were just available at the time of asking. The researcher designed a questionnaire to collect data from the students about how satisfied they felt when they had completed the course. Question 5. Give an example of an appropriate question that the researcher might use to collect qualitative data on the questionnaire. 1 mark. What did you like about the online lessons? Question 6. Briefly explain one problem the researcher might have in analyzing the qualitative data collected from the questionnaires. 2 marks. One problem the researcher might have in analyzing the qualitative data collected from the questionnaires is that qualitative data is difficult to analyze and can be complex due to the unstructured nature of the data. It often requires specialized skills and can be less straightforward than quantitative analysis. Qualitative data is also subjectivity, as qualitative research often relies on the interpretation of the researcher, which can introduce bias. Different researchers may draw different conclusions from the same data. Question 7. Outline one ethical issue that should have been taken into account when carrying out the questionnaire. 1 mark. The students should be treated with respect by explaining that their answers will be kept confidential. In order to analyze all the responses to the questionnaire, each response was given a score by the researcher. The maximum score on the questionnaire was 20, where a score of 0 meant dissatisfied and a score of 20 meant very satisfied. The following data was collected by the researcher. Table 2. The numbers of hours each student, labeled a K, studied the topic online and the satisfaction scores of each student. Question 8. Using the data in Table 2 and the graph paper provided below, draw an appropriate scattergram. Fully label your display. 4 marks. Appropriate title, including reference to negative relationship and the two variables, Axis 1, number of online hours and suitable scale 0 to 10, Axis 2, satisfaction score and suitable scale 0 to 20, accurate plotting of 11 points on scattergram. Question 9. What conclusion might the researcher draw, based on the results of the study? 2 marks. There is a negative relationship between the number of online hours and satisfaction scores, as the more hours they have online the less they are satisfied with the course. However, this does not indicate a cause and effect relationship. Question 10. The researcher looked at the mode and median satisfaction scores of the students. Calculate these two descriptive statistics. 2 marks. The mode is 19. The median is 12. Question 11. Explain why the median would be more suitable than the mode to represent the average score for satisfaction for the students. 2 marks. The median is more representative than the mode because the mode is at the top end of the set of scores, whereas more of the scores are numerically closer to the median. Question 12. Another researcher looked at the data for the satisfaction scores and commented that they suggested a negative skew in the data. Look at the following sets of descriptive statistics from a different study. Which of the sets, A or B or C, would indicate a negative skew in the distribution of the data? Shade 1 box only. 1 mark. A mean, 7.3, median, 7.5, mode, 7.0. B mean, 7.3, median, 10.5, mode, 16. C mean, 7.3, median, 6.5, mode, 5. B mean, 7.3, median, 10.5, mode, 16. Thank you for watching. If you have enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe for more content like this. Bye.